Martin Benedict here for chesspuzzle.net. Today I'm going to show you nothing less than the future of chess puzzles. Welcome to Puzzle Inception, a new exciting mode that combines positional chess with tactics. Okay, so what's the idea behind this new mode? Some chess coaches, and including some rather famous chess coaches, have said that practicing chess tactics with chess puzzles is limited because there is a disadvantage. When you solve a chess puzzle, you always already know that there's some tactics possible. But if you play a game, you don't have that information. They even said that if a grandmaster would get such information once or twice per game, they would be rather unbeatable. Okay, so what about this criticism? Well, the answer may surprise you, but I think this criticism is actually right. But what if there was a way to remove this disadvantage and turn it into an advantage? Well, that's the idea behind Puzzle Inception, the new mode. In Puzzle Inception, you solve a new type of puzzle called evaluation puzzle. Basically, you get a chess position and you have to select a possible evaluation of this position. You have to carefully evaluate the position and then select if white can win, if white has an edge, if the position is balanced, if black has an edge, or if black can win. Some of these positions include tactics, but some don't. So you actually don't know if there's a tactic available or not, just like in a real chess game. So like if you play a chess game, you are uncertain about the correct evaluation and you have to be alert to possible tactics. After you've selected the evaluation and if there's only one good move in the position, then you are presented with the tactics puzzle and have to find the correct moves. Let's have a look at some evaluation puzzles. Here at the top you see the task evaluate white to move. So this position is a rook endgame and it looks very balanced. So the correct selection here is balanced. We can then go to the solution view and here we see the evaluation as text. The position is equal and the two moves according to the computer. Rook c8 or a takes b and the evaluation and depths that the engine calculated these lines. Score 0 and depth 50. Let's have a look at another example. In this position, black has weakened the castling position by advancing these pawns. But black's pieces are active and white's pieces are not yet attacking on the king side. So white is not winning, but white has an edge. So the correct evaluation here is white edge. And if we go to the solution view, we can see the evaluation as text. White is clearly better because of white's better king safety and the two best moves and scores. Bishop f3 or queen f5. Okay, here's the third example. Well, white is a knight up, but black has a huge attack on the king side. The h file is already opened. The g-pawn can advance. The bishops and queen are also pointing at the king side. And white's pieces are all still on the back rank and doing nothing. So even though white is a piece up, black is clearly winning. And the correct evaluation is black wins. And if you go to the solution view, we can see again the evaluation as text. Black is winning, white's material advantage is not enough compensation for black's better king safety, better pawn structure and passed pawns. And now let's have a look at the last example. So at first glance, the position looks pretty equal, but if you look closer, you see that white is attacking both the queen and the knight. So it seems that queen takes c3 is forced. And if the knight recaptures, we have to move with the knight, which is still attacked by the king. But if we take, for example, on h3, white can take here on b5 with the pawn, and there's actually no way to stop that passed pawn. So instead of equal, the position might look to be winning for white. But actually, if you are alert, you can see that there's a tactics available here. The tactics is knight takes e2, queen takes c6, and then regaining the queen with knight takes d4 check. So the correct evaluation is black wins. And if we now click on the solution button, we don't see the solution, but we get the tactics puzzle. Now we also see who has played this game, which we didn't see in the evaluation mode, because the ELO ratings of the players might be a little help there. Okay, now we have to find the correct moves. And as I said, knight takes e2 is the correct way to win this position with black. This position is a very good example of a puzzle which is much more difficult if you don't know that there's a tactics available. If you don't know it, and if you are not alert and don't spot the tactics, you might be thinking that the position is equal or even that white is winning. Puzzle Inception is now an open beta test. You can just go to the homepage and select Puzzle Inception and play. One small disclaimer, in the first version of this beta test, the puzzles that you get are not filtered by difficulty. Because this is such a new mode and evaluation puzzles are new, we don't know yet how difficult these evaluation puzzles are. In the closed beta, we already saw that some of these puzzles can be very easy and others can be very difficult. So if you are a beginner, this beta is probably not for you, because some of these evaluation puzzles can be too difficult. But if you have some experience or have already played in chess tournaments, then this new mode will be very interesting for you. Please try it and let me know what you think.